Hello, beloved, beautiful souls. My name is Jem Stone, and I'm an author and a psychic medium. And I like to do both PowerPoints and commentaries. And I've already done 2 PowerPoints on the trap of reincarnation. And in those PowerPoints, I introduce the idea of a reptilian grey alliance with black projects and the study of consciousness. And today, or tonight actually, I'm going to do a commentary on the hidden research behind consciousness, NDEs, which is near-death experiences and hidden frequency, a controlled secret. For decades, near-death experiences, consciousness states, and human energetic frequency has been studied behind closed doors, not just by scientists, but by black budget programs operating outside traditional oversight. These programs are often said to be funded at levels higher than nuclear development, which raises an important question. What is it that they don't want us to understand about ourselves? Public science often claims that consciousness is produced by the brain, a biochemical accident. Yet, classified research has consistently investigated the possibility that consciousness is non-local. The mind can exist outside the body. Human beings emit measurable electromagnetic and quantum fields, and that NDEs, near-death experiences, are not hallucinations, but transitions or communications beyond the physical dimension. Now, I have also uploaded videos about my own near-death experience. But let's continue. Let's look at the type of research which appears across several known and alleged project groups. So first, we'll look at the alleged program-agency, the focus of study, and public status. CIA had Project Gateway. The focus of study was remote viewing and non-local consciousness, and it's been partially declassified. DARPA, DARPA, Neural Interface Initiatives, Mind-Machine Integration, only publicly acknowledged. NASA, Cognitive Space Mapping Concepts. The focus is consciousness in non-physical environments. and only indirect reference only. So, we've also got the CIA/DIA psychic programs like the Stargate Project, consciousness perception beyond matter. According to the agency, it's officially closed, but culturally it persists. And whistleblowers claim it's never been closed, that this project is still ongoing to this day. Now, there's also alleged deep programs and projects like Majestic, MAGIC, ATS, and unacknowledged SAPs. Their focus: non-terrestrial contact and consciousness control. And this is classified and denied. So, some experiences, whistleblowers and insiders describe an alliance between non-human intelligences, often labeled greys and reptilians. Now, the reptilians are what the Gnostics called Archons. These greys and reptilians are said to be deeply invested in human perception, soul, identity, incarnation cycles, in other words, reincarnation, and the containment of awareness. The claim is not simply that they observe us, but that they influence the frequency field we live within. Now, this is where technology meets metaphysics. ELF-microwave frequency systems, 5G-directional signal networks, neural interface research, consciousness mapping AI. So in other words, AI, artificial intelligence, is mapping consciousness, quantum entanglement pattern recognition. These are not just communication technologies. They are frequency environments. And frequency affects awareness. So, why would consciousness research be more classified than nuclear weapons? Because a population that realizes consciousness is eternal, sovereign, and self-directing cannot be controlled. The narrative suggests, as my PowerPoints have shown, reincarnation may not be a natural cycle, but a closed-loop consciousness trap designed to keep souls recycling into limitation, amnesia, and dependency. Yet, And this matters. The system only works if we forget who we are. Once awareness returns, the illusion dissolves. Thank you very much for watching. If you have seen those PowerPoints on reincarnation, they are actually based on Gnostic traditions. And I will briefly go over again what Gnostics teach. Number 1, that this is an illusion, a simulation. And those beings that control the simulation are known as Archons. The Archons look like reptilians. Plus, reptilian/Archons feed off trauma, pain, fear, plus not being aware. So, what can we do? And before I talk about that, the Gnostics also suggest that the Archons also are deceiving us when we die. And I've covered this in the PowerPoints, that when we die, we are given a life review. We are forced into a tunnel of light, and we are forced to reincarnate because you can do better. You've learned this lesson, but you can do better. Now, if these beings were truly divine, why would our memories be wiped and we have to learn the lesson all over again? Not only that, but the divine source, pure, eternal, divine love, forgives. So you don't have this karmic debt to keep reincarnating. And the near-death experiences that are being researched have shown that when a person dies, consciousness doesn't. Consciousness continues. And this is what the so-called Alien Alliance or Non-Human Intelligence Alliance and Black projects are working on. Whistleblowers have come forward and said this is happening. But I have now made part 3 of these videos, and none of my videos are to scare you. I am not here to push fear, because fear feeds the system. Instead, I am here to say, wake up. The more people who wake up, the illusion is destroyed. And we are waking up. That's why since the 1940s, there's been more UFO, UAP, whatever you want to call them, sightings. Because the Archons realize and have come with technology to strengthen the illusion. People, we are living, you and I, we are not really solid. We are more than minds, and a body. We are part of the infinite I/we. And do not fall. There's a lot of people who've also, I just need to talk about NDEs for a minute. There's more and more people who've had NDEs who felt that they were artificial. And like I said in my PowerPoint, if we are meant to learn lessons, why do we have to start from scratch every time? A loving divine source does not punish or force us. We own our own souls and consciousness. We own ourselves, not the state, not the system. And when we say no, even on a near or a death, after death, we say no. That's our sovereign right. Now, these projects are probably happening. And I think that we are also, people call them psyops. Now, a psyop is giving you information but misdirecting. And I think we're getting a lot of misdirection, especially when it comes to orbs and drones. What? Why is it so? Why are they making us look up the sky? Look up. When we're looking up, what are we really missing? What are they hiding? Yes, I'm a conspiracy theorist. You should know that by now. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry I didn't mean it to go on this long. I appreciate every one of you. I do. You have made me a better person. You have made me want to do better. You've made this channel what it is. I've come such a long way. When I first started, I was a drug addict. I'm now clean. And I look healthier. I'm doing better. I'm back to being spiritual. Now, again, I do not want to scare you with anything I say. When you are scared or traumatized or pain, you feed the system. When you're awake, aware, and come from love, you break the illusion. Spread the news. Don't get lost in the simulation. Stay awake. Be awake. Be aware. There's a few things you can do. Mindfulness, breath work, meditation, spirituality, journaling, whatever gets you in touch with you. But again, you are sovereign, and if you have, let's just say you've died, only you have the right to decide whether you want to play this game again or not. Nobody can force you. Nobody can tell you. Don't be tricked. You've already played 100 times. How many times do you have to come to learn the lesson? All right. I don't want to keep babbling on. I'm going nearly 20 minutes. Appreciate every one of you. Drop a comment. I love comments. Take care of each other and of yourselves. Love, light, and blessings, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.